Welcome back to JB Reviews. This is my first time taking a look at the new 2024 Lexus TX350. I'm here at Larry H. Miller Lexus in Lindon, Utah. And if you would like to purchase one of these, they do have two available. Be sure to ask for Lindon. He is one of the salespeople here and he's been here for a while. Let's go ahead and take a look at the window sticker so you guys can kind of get an idea of what is optional and standard on this build. Here are some of the specs at the very top so you can see the color of this TX. And be sure to pause it for the standard equipment. This is a base model TX, so there's not a lot of options. So on the right side, you can see that base price at $55,300. And there's just a couple of options there that were added. Delivery and processing was $1,350, and this has a total price of $57,175. And here are some of the fuel economy numbers. Now this is not a hybrid, so it does have a 4-cylinder turbocharged engine, which we'll go over here in a second. This Nightfall Mica is a really pretty color. I do like the overall design. The one thing that comes to mind when I see this is sporty. This is a base model. It's just under $60,000. Now, if you look at a Hyundai, is it Palisade and the Kia Tellurides? If you're getting a top of the line, you might want to put this on your list because this is a really nice alternative and it's a luxury SUV. Headlights are going to be LED and the fog lights are down below, which are LED as well. Very small. And again, you see that grille is built into the bumper. It's a really nice design, very unique. And you even have a small grille right here. Lexus badge at the top. Now this could be a sensor too. And you have that light strip, has like an L shape to it. And let's kind of go to this side since the sun's a little bit better. These are going to be a 20-inch wheel Goodyear tire, and it's a 255/55/20 tire. I've never heard of these types of Goodyears or Assurance Finesse, and they look to be pretty soft for sure, so we'll have to drive this at some point. The fender flares are color matched. And look off to the side here how they design the bottom. Again, it has that sporty appearance. Even the mirrors. This is something that Lexus has been doing for a while, but you have that flow through here, which should make it a little bit quieter in the interior. But you have some black accents, chrome with that blue mica. Smart key system for the front and rear doors. So if you have young kids, you can let them in first. And these aren't door handles that open. There's actually a button right here that you have to push. And I kind of like that. You can see right here black and more blue. And even around the windows, not too much chrome. But yeah, overall styling, I would say for a base model SUV, it looks like a luxury setup here. Here's a better look at the wheel design. And then check out the rear of the SUV. You do have like this black trim piece that kind of breaks up the color. A little bit of chrome. And look at the tail lights. This is a new design that you're seeing a lot on cars today, where that red tail light just kind of runs side to side. Full LED. Not too many badges too, so it looks really clean back here. And it looks like it has like a large glass, so we'll have to see the visibility out back. I don't see that this has a hitch on it, but you have a backup camera. And let's see, there is a button right here to bop the tailgate. And wow, actually, you know, this is actually bigger than I expected it to be. I think this is more cargo space than the new LX600. Like, this is actually shockingly big. Wow, I was not expecting this. This is my first time actually seeing a little bit of storage below. You have your cover if you want to put the third row seat down. You can cover the cargo area. Looks to be a subwoofer, 12-volt plug, and there is a light here on the rear. Putting down the tailgate is made easy. And here's that color in the shade too. Look how dark it is. It's a really pretty color. If you don't want black, this is probably like the next best thing, right? Now let's go ahead and pop the hood and talk about this 4-cylinder turbocharged engine. Gone are the days of naturally aspirated engines. This is a 2.4 liter 4-cylinder turbocharged engine. It's going to have 275 horsepower, 317 pound-feet of torque. All that goes through an 8-speed transmission. You can get it in front-wheel drive. This one has all-wheel drive. I am going to drive this in a separate video, but I really want to get around the SUV. And let's go ahead and talk about the fuel that you have to put in here. If you want to open the fuel tank door, you do have a button right here. And because this is a luxury vehicle, you're going to have to use premium fuel. But you know, Costco has the best fuel and their premium is always a lot cheaper. I've even noticed their premium to be the same price as regular gas at other fuel stations. Now, I meant to mention this earlier, but the TX is 16.9 feet long. So it will definitely fit in the garage nicely. Especially most houses have like 20-foot garages. And let's go ahead and check out this beautiful interior. Now this does have like an ash color leather. It looks kind of white too. It's perforated leather. And that's what I love about luxury vehicles. When you feel the interior, especially like on the door, like everything is just soft touch and it's a nice feeling. Even the plastics feel pretty nice inside of here. Bottle holder with some storage. You have your speaker down below. And as I mentioned, there's no door handles too, so you push buttons to get in and out of the SUV. Automatic up and down windows, front and rear. Your mirror controls, and you can power fold these with power steering column. This is a 10-way driver's seat, and getting in and out should be pretty easy. It doesn't sit too high. And notice how you have like this cover here. You don't normally see this, but when you get in and out, you don't get dirty getting inside this Lexus because it's pretty much protected from the elements. There's a little bit of storage right here. And they use like a felt material inside of there too, so things don't rattle around. And yeah, getting in and out super easy. Doesn't sit that high. And check out the steering wheel. It's really nicely done. Soft, has some stitching on there. Paddle shifters. You have some of your safety features like your lane keep assist, radar cruise control. And the overall appointment to the interior is really nice. Like this is a big screen, 14-inch screen. The wireless chargers right here, check this out. You can push that in with your phone, and that is just super innovative. It looks like they don't use Type A USBs anymore. Type C's are in, those are out. And we'll also kind of go through this too. But here's a few more buttons. You have your traction control. There's like an off-road button here, downhill assist, and electronic parking brake. And then you can turn off that auto stop start. Your cup holders do pop out if you don't need them there. And this does open on both sides. And they do put a soft material inside of this area. And again, this is all just really nice to the touch. Up top, they do wrap the A and B pillars with like a cloth material that matches the roof. And I like that because it looks nice. Doesn't get scratched up like plastic. Dash is soft touch, and you have some black materials up here. And let's go ahead and start it up, and we'll kind of go through the screen really quickly right here. Push button start is high up, so you don't have to go looking for it down below. And there is a screen inside of this area as well for your gauge. Everything is laid out nicely. I like how dark it is because it's just easier to see in the daytime and nighttime. And that's something that Lexus has done for a while. So you do have a menu on the side. I'm gonna go through it really quickly, so be sure to pause if you wanna see more. Shows you a lot of the fuel, eco indicator. Oh, that's nice. They give you a boost gauge. And I will say, if you're new to driving turbocharged engines, you wanna kinda keep this up so you can learn how to keep the boost low so you can get better fuel economy. And this is gonna be for, I forget what they call this. It's like a G-force and gear position. And let's go ahead and step down over here. So this is kind of unique. So you push it over and up for reverse. Here's your backup camera. There is no 360 camera view on this model. Now if you want to put it in park, you can hit the P. Again, push it over and down for drive. And when you push it over too, that puts it in neutral. But if you want to put it in manual mode and use the paddle shifters, you just push down to manual while it's in drive. You can't get into manual unless you're in drive, by the way. And again, just put it in park. Very simple And I think that most people will find this very easy to use. They do put the air vents low down here, and I'm not sure how I feel about it. I guess in the summertime I'll have to test it out, but for now it's cold outside, so it doesn't matter. Caution lights are right there. And I like the feedback that you get, you know, with these buttons. Like, everything is just pretty easy to push, and it's very quick to respond. And I love the fact that you have this large screen too, because I just feel like it's easier to use. You have your heated seat buttons here. You have your climate controls, like for the temperature right there. And then here's your fan speed. Yeah, it's just really done nicely. And let's go ahead and move over to the passenger side. This is pretty big, so anyone sitting on the passenger side is going to really enjoy this. I feel like the dash is at the perfect height. You can push the seat up on the front and rear of the seat. There is lumbar support on this side, so you're going to have pretty much a 10-way seat on this one. Glove box is pretty decent size. And up top here, you do have your lighting controls, full LED for the interior, sunglass holder. Home link is on the mirror under. Hopefully you guys can see the buttons there. It's a little dark, but, and even on this side you have that LED light for the vanity. And let's kind of go back to the screen. So if you're on this side and you need to use the screen, I mean, of course you have your own climate control. And using this is pretty easy. Like, I'm in the audio, so this does have wireless Apple CarPlay, and you can set up your phone pretty easily. And this does have different drive modes, so you can do normal, sport, or eco to help get the best fuel economy, or if you want a little bit more of that sportier feel. They do have a lot of different driving assists. Here are some of the buttons that you can use to either disable or turn it back on. And I'm pretty sure you can customize the screen pretty easily. But yeah, this is very nice. The seats are very soft and plush, and you just have a lot of nice interior things to look at on the side. This is a really well done SUV. Here's the rear door. They give you the power door locks, and as I said, you have automatic up and down windows. They do give you these curtains. You don't normally see this on some SUVs. I don't know why they take those away. Now, I do have the seat all the way back for myself. I'm 6'1", and a 6'1" person can sit back behind me pretty easily. I can actually push the seat up a little bit too. Now, if you want, these seats do slide forward and back. They do fold flat. They also do recline too. Let me put these on this side up all the way so you guys can see how much it reclines. So yeah, they do recline quite a bit. Cup holders right there. Now, there is no heated seats, but they do have a climate control for the temperature, more USBs, and the air vents are on the roof. Grab handle, place the hang things right here. Seat back pockets do have storage on both sides. Let's go ahead and check out the third row. So in order to get back there, you have to pull this one here. So then it kind of lunges forward. I believe they have a button at the top here too for the people in the rear. But yeah, this is kind of tight. Now, if you slide the seat all the way back, now the person sitting here will not be able to recline, unfortunately, because they would have to scoot the chair all the way up to do so. They do provide more Type-C USBs, cup holders, storage here. So people can be pretty comfortable. Soft touch material for your arm. And this is a 7-passenger, so only 2 people can sit back here. But yeah, this is definitely larger than what I've seen, like from Highlanders in the past. I'm not sure about the new generation of Highlander, but this is definitely pretty big. The seats back here do recline, and it does feel spacious. I will give that to Lexus. They did a good job. There is actually a handle here that you can push up on, and you can just use this grab handle to get out. So I normally show these numbers from all my truck reviews, but I figured I'll just continue to do it. So the gross axle weight ratings are right there, front and rear. And the wheels are 20/8. Also, this has a gross vehicle weight rating of 6,010 pounds. So I could write this off in my business. And this does have a payload of 1,245 pounds, minus 7 pounds because of some of the accessories that were added to this build. But I gotta admit, I didn't care for the TX online, but I think you have to come out and look at this SUV because it's a really nice one. I think that if you're looking at a top of the line Highlander or even a Telluride SUV, you might want to put this on your list as well.